Today's video, we're going to talk about Argo blockchain again. Yesterday, I did a bit of a mashup of videos. The news is coming so quick and fast, I just can't keep up with it. Did that video yesterday thinking I was bringing you the most up-to-date thing, and as soon as I published it, we had more information come out. So we have an RNS update to get through, but more importantly, there's been a lot of fun, a lot of stuff that's came out with this whole interview. People asking a load of queries. We'll be trying to get to the bottom of it, trying to understand what this 1.5 to 2 billion construction cost is. So hopefully with today's video, we'll provide a bit of clarity. Again, I don't like the deal in rumor and innuendo, but we need to try and shed some light. A lot of this will be speculation, but it's good to get a discussion going. So hopefully today's video will help a lot of people. Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope, of course, you are all well. Today's video is on Argo. Let's get straight in. RNS came out yesterday. 2 o'clock is my cutoff. I always have my videos all uploaded and done by then. So unfortunately, I missed this treat. But long story short, most of you will probably know this. Argo announces a proposed public offering of 8.75% senior notes due 2026. All the usual jargon. The company intends to use this net proceeds from the offering for general corporate purposes, the construction of and purchasing of mining machines for its Texas cryptocurrency mining facility, and potential acquisitions of or investments and complementary businesses in the cryptocurrency and blockchain technology industries. In connection with the offering, Argo has applied to list the notes on the Nasdaq Global Select Market under the symbol ARBKL. If approved for the listing, the trading on the Nasdaq is expected to commence within 30 days after the notes are first issued. That's what we need, another ticker symbol. We'll get into all this as it develops closer to the time, but the main brilliant news of this, guys, and maybe people are missing this. Yes, it's a loan, of course, but it means no dilution, which was a big fear. People were worried, oh, we're going to be getting more share dilutions and all this stuff to pay for things, and we're okay with that for certain examples, but we recently had it with the Nasdaq listing. We didn't want any more share dilutions. So yeah, a loan, perfect, brilliant, delighted with that. Nice long loan, 2026. So we'll see, we'll throw more meat onto the bones there, but that's just a quick update. Delightful. And let's just look on the back of the news. The thing went, it shot up, delightful, great day. You know, we did have highs of in and around when this market first opened. We did have highs. Jesus, we're up about 9% nearly, but we have pulled back a bit. But all in all, it was a great day, finishing up just over 5%. Pre-markets looks to be going down 0.4%, but I'm okay with that. That's great. Bitcoin's obviously at all-time highs right now, so you'd expect some sort of rise. The ARB symbol then in the UK is currently up 3.3%. It's been a great day again. For you that don't know, anyone new to the channel, I have about 2/3 in the LSE, 1/3 Nasdaq. And none in the pink sheets, obviously, just there's no need. You see the buy symbol came in yesterday and we're up about 15% from the lows to the highs of yesterday. Great day, lovely that we're above the 9-day moving average. For anyone new to the channel, I love the work on the 9-day moving average, and when we get a green candlestick above, it's usually a bullish sign. We'll get into the charts again. That's not the purpose of this video. What the real purpose of this video, guys, is to talk about the chaos. So look, we've talked about the 1.52 billion. We know the rumors. I did the video yesterday. I'll share the link. Go in and check that out if you're unfamiliar. But what we're going to talk about is a bit of an understanding. Now, I'm a quantity surveyor, buy trade. Most of you know that. So when I seen 2 billion potential for construction cost, I did beg the question, what that are they building here? It must be made out of solid gold. It's not. That's not the case. So I did a bit of digging and I pulled up the screenshot last night on my phone. This was an article that came out, I believe back in March. So we had the quote from Peter Wall. We are incredibly excited about the proposed acquisition. It gives Argo tremendous control of the mining operations as well as significant capacity for expansion. The company will use a 100 million credit facility to construct the center and kit out with miners. That would give everyone the impression that we were working on about 100 million. That's a hell of a lot different from 2 billion. And again, this is all rumor and innuendo. We're only going by what Argo said in their RNS statement, but they weren't too clear. They didn't sort of say no either. So we've done a bit of chatting. We've done a bit of digging. I've done my own looking into it, and we've had some great people coming back underneath the video yesterday. And this is what it's all about. This is what I love to see. This is why we don't have a Discord. We're trying to keep all of this open for free, for people can see, leave your comments. So people can get an understanding. That's why I always say leave comments, get the discussions going. I really love to see this. And James Churchill, I give you big props here because you've to help throw a lot of meat on the bones, he's using his own insight. We can see here, kick it off, Wayne asked the question, Texas build cost estimate. Mark said 100 million, and I too said about 100 million, as we just talked about there. And then I did say, I assume, not knowing, I hold my hands up, I don't have no idea what these machines cost, really the full fundamentals of how you even mine Bitcoin. I've always been honest about that. I said, I don't really care too much about it, but I am learning, you know, not being ignorant about it. I am trying to learn, but I understand where Bitcoin's going to go, and you know, the more Bitcoin you have and the price, I understand that side of things. How we get there, you know, I don't. It's a bit like Tattooed Chef, Beyond Meat. I know what it's about, but I don't need to necessarily know how you make the food. So it's kind of like that for me. We're learning together here, let's go. So the money raised in the IPO will cover the building cost, not the machines to mine. And that is essentially where I see it. You've got the found, the pads, they're all in. You got the rebar going in. That's the foundation building in. You're just putting up steel members right across the whole frame. It's not a big kit out. Now, the fit out, we don't have details of, and you can only speculate. I mean, it could be state of the art and high spec. I would imagine that it probably will be. You've seen that they're being proud of doing the refurb of the area in Helios, so I don't see why they would go out and cheap and build this crap basic infrastructure. I would imagine it's going to be a lovely high spec site. I would love to get a bit more detail on that. 100 million is what we have there. Even if you double that, 200 million should be more than enough to build that building and have it finished to a nice standard. You know, even here, we're currently working on a 120 million pound hospital, which is the state of the art, CT scanners, all the stuff, and you're getting all that included. So it's hard to sort of see, right? If I could build a state-of-the-art hospital for 120 million, roughly $200 million, say, how the hell is this going to cost 1 billion? So it doesn't tie up. So it must be these machines. It has to be these machines and the fit out that goes along with that. And James Churchill throws this in, using his experience on Riot. Back in April, Riot bought 42,000 S19J machines at an average cost of 3.3K. They will be more expensive now, so 4 to 6 grand is reasonable. Each rig is 3250 watts, so for 100 megawatts you need 30,000, we'll say 31,000 for laughs here. And he's saying roughly a 4 grand a piece. You're talking 123 million just for the machines alone. And I'm assuming that's not including, you know, actually fitting and installing these things. So really, each 100 megawatt will cost us around 125 million USA dollars in rigs minimum. If we buy a second hand, it could be cheaper, but don't see the point. Now, we know they're bringing over the cheaper machines from China, but that's from the now and then. I suspect that this 1.5 billion that we're being talked about is over the lifespan. You know, we don't know the context that it was said. I don't think they were going, yeah, we need 1.5 million, you know, in the next month, or else it's non-starter. You would imagine this site will grow and get bigger, as we have seen over the last year. As they grow, the capacity gets bigger, the mining gets bigger. And within that, I just sort of say, well, that will be okay, because Bitcoin's going to go to 100 grand, so it'll be worth even more. The company value will go up even more. And as you're mining something that's worth more, you're okay to spend more, because it might seem dearer that these machines are going, oh, geez, you know, freaking dear, these machines at this price. But the price of the machines shouldn't really change too much. Perhaps manufacturers will factor in a wee bit of, well, the price of Bitcoin's up, we can charge more for our machines. But generally speaking, they shouldn't really change too much. But as the price of Bitcoin goes up, they almost become less in value, if you understand what I mean. And I just went back with my own questions here, and he responded, and the 124 million would be just for the 100 million. Scary, he says. Helios will have a capacity of 800 megawatts, so it's 124 million at 992 million for the rigs, install and building. Basically, a rough calc is 125 million USD for 100 megawatt machines. That's at the low end, as I don't think Argo will get a good deal as Riot. We are targeting 200 megawatts, so we need to be in the region of 250 million for that. And there's been plenty of other comments. I just felt that one was worth bringing to you, because that's the discussion that we've been having there. And in short, in simple layman's terms, the way I look at it is this 1.52 billion that was discussed is nothing more than speculation. And this isn't something that we need tomorrow to make it happen. It'll be phased, it'll grow. And I would imagine that that is the context that the conversation that was leaked on Twitter was about. It was about their aspirations, their goals, the plans. It may be over a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 year period. We don't know these things. The way it's kind of worded was people going, why would this be 2 billion? It's never going to be 2 billion to build a building. Like I said, it's just ludicrous. We're not building a state-of-the-art football stadium here. You know, it ain't that. So with that context, the site, I still would imagine will be built in and around $100 million to $150 million. So you've got the shell, we have some machines to plug in, we can currently do what we're doing. As we grow, we'll have to spend more money and probably fund it. But if the company is growing, the mining's growing, and the price is growing, the share price is up, we can accept that. Well, I can accept that, but I couldn't agree more with James there. We need clarity, because as we know, uncertainty does not do the markets any favors, and especially on Argo blockchain. So hopefully that's helped people. Again, everything I've talked about is just assumptions that I've made. I have no clarity on it. We do not know the context of that meeting at all. But we do know that 2 billion, well even 1.5, even a billion for that construction cost is just ludicrous. So it is definitely the fit out, and how that's phased out, we will have to see over the coming months. The share price hasn't reacted badly to this news. It hasn't had any real reaction to that news since it broke. Long may it continue, Bitcoin's throbbing, all is good with Argo blockchain. I did say I wasn't worried about it really anyway, but you know, there is things there that were scratching people's heads. So hopefully that's helped. If it has, please like and subscribe. Help me grow the channel. Feel free to buy me a coffee. Yesterday was a great day. We got a good lot of coffees bought. We had Ross J, great videos. I read out of him yesterday. I followed you for a while, and many of your suggestions have led to gains. That was from James Reed. Thank you yesterday again. James Norcott, thanks for the information and useful videos. No worries, JMO. Thank you very much. And someone else, literally called someone, wants to be mysterious. I like that. Thanks for another update, Damien. Really appreciate your time and the information you provide. Enjoy, and I will enjoy. Thank you very much. And anybody else that wants to support the channel, feel free to jump on and buy me a coffee. I appreciate that. I love my coffee. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace. Yeah. Coincidence. Yeah. Coincidence.